Max.
Okay, let's film this video.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Can you take one shoe off though?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You know,
I'm used
half
to
white, half Asian. Yeah, thanks. Alright, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's go, record.
Good.
Yay, I'm so excited for our video.
Hey everybody! Max here again, and today I have a very special guest with me.
Hi, my name is Andi. I'm half Taiwanese and half Caucasian, born and raised in Los Angeles, California, and I'm so excited to be here with Max.
So we're in LA right now, and we're just going to talk about what it's like to be Hafu, Hapa, half Asian.
Quincher.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what that means, but in any case, we just want to talk about especially, you know, being half white, half Caucasian, and half Asian.
When Max and I were preparing for this video, we realized that sometimes it really depends on the people you're around. So like sometimes I felt like the token Asian person when I'm around mostly Caucasian people, but then sometimes I've also felt like, wow, like I feel very, very American or like very white right now, depending on the other people I'm around too.
Like your white side is glaring. Like,
yeah, I'm like, okay, well, reel it in.
Because we both lived abroad. She lived in China, I lived in Japan, and so we really felt, especially living in two countries, both sides of like being half. Alright, so jumping right into the first one, it's gonna be about dating. Like, do you have any examples of like feeling like more Asian or more white in a situation or something like that?
Yeah, I think I felt like both of it. I've dated white guys, Asian guys, mixed guys, but yeah, I dated this one white guy and he was like I've never dated an Asian girl before, and it was a little bit unusual because I am part Asian, but for some to be like, whoa, like you're, you know what I mean, like Asian. Yeah, like I was like, wow, I guess I never really like got that reaction from someone before.
Do you ever have like American experiences where like, I guess if you're dating the Asian guy, it looks like you have yellow fever or something?
Yes, yeah, some of my like white girlfriends are like, oh my gosh, like Andi, like you just have like yellow fever. And sometimes I think when I come back from China or come back from like being in Asia, I do have yellow fever. I'm just like, I'm only attracted to Asian guys right now. It's very strange, I don't know.
But it's funny because like, I don't think a normal, like, okay, 100% Asian person is gonna be, we're being said to have yellow fever if they like another Asian person. But you get both, like, you know, you either have yellow fever or you're like Asian girl that likes white girl.
Exactly, white guys.
Yeah.
Or actually one time I was dating an Asian guy who grew up in the US, and he would, you know, like come over to my house and hang out with my dad, who's Caucasian, like born and raised in the US. Sometimes he'd just be like, wow, like your family on your dad's side is so white. Like, and I met my grandparents who are like also American, like they were born in the US, and he was like you know, he'd be like, you know, like that side of your family is so white. They're just my family, I don't know.
You don't think about it. Like, I mean, you think like, as being half Asian, you think about it sometimes, and then when people point it out though, you're just like, it's because they are white. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah. Hello? Penny's also half. She's half Labrador and half Poodle, so she has some opinions she wants to share right now.
We're going to talk about sports next, just because it's kind of humorous. Like, a lot of these things, like, our friends will say that I think is funny, but like, alright, so there's like sports stereotypes about what Asians are good at. You said something about ping pong, I think. You said.
Oh, yeah. One time I was playing ping pong with someone and he was like, I don't know, I guess it was an insult. In hindsight, he was like, you're Asian, so you should be better or something. I was like,
You should be better?
Yeah, like.
He didn't say like you're good because you're Asian. He just said
he
you should
beat
be
me in
better.
that game, so I don't know why that comment was necessary.
I'm sure he's just joking. Like my friends,
it's a joke.
Like I do karate. You know, being half Japanese, it's like, oh, you know, you must be good because you're Japanese, especially in America. Or like not really, but there's like a little hint of like, since you're Asian, like you must be good. And so in America,
like in your blood or something
you know,
like that.
And so I do kind of want to say, just because I did karate in Japan, karate's their sport, you know, judo and karate. Me being half Japanese from America, I feel like dog sneezing. I feel like there's a little hint of like, oh, like you really can't be as good as us. It's almost like if in America, like we want to feel like we're the best at football or basketball.
You know what's funny? I just like was thinking that kind of reminds me like the way I would feel about like learning Mandarin Chinese, and I don't know if you felt this way about learning Japanese, but like, or when I was little actually, I was in Chinese school.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was in Chinese school, and I really didn't like it because I just felt like an outsider because the majority of the people at that time were mostly like Chinese, full Chinese kids. I really didn't like it, and I always just kind of had this like deep-rooted feeling like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to speak Chinese as fluently as not only people who like grew up in China, but I would even be like, I'm never gonna be able to like speak it as fluently as like my friend who's American-born Chinese, but both of her parents are Chinese. And like that's totally not true. Like anyone I think can learn a language and like be great at it if they really try, but I kind of had, I mean, it's nice that you didn't feel that way, I guess, or did you?
Yeah. No, I was just, because I was gonna say I went to Japanese school.
Oh yeah?
Like on Saturdays.
How old were you?
I must have been like 10 or something, but I did feel a little uncomfortable there. Yeah. Like it wasn't a big deal. Maybe part of it was just because my Japanese wasn't that great either.
You know what I did to drop out?
What?
It was really bad. I don't know if any other Hapas out there do this or did this, but I like cried to my dad, my like white dad. And I remember like one day.
You knew like who to go to.
Yeah, I was like kind of manipulative, I guess. I was like, Dad, like, oh, I hate Chinese school, because I knew my mom would like, she was like violin, Chinese school, all of that.
Oh.
So I cried to my dad, and then he like told my mom, he was like, Andrea's not doing Chinese school anymore. Yeah. Now I'm like,
Yeah, now it's like a little bit of regret.
Yeah, well, I ended up learning it in high school, like taking classes, and then like minoring in it in college, but it's like,
I think later on you really start to appreciate both sides. Like, I guess some people growing up, like, you're not sure, like, you know, like they get pushed into the Asian side, you kind of reject it when you're younger.
Yeah, no, like I want to assimilate, I want to just fit into the norm.
Yeah. But then like as you get older, especially for us, you start really to feel like, you know, you're your own person, and like, you know, you're half Asian, half white, but like, you know, you feel like you have like a more sense of like who you are. So I wanted to throw in one more just on this topic though. Like, have you ever gone to like a Chinese food market or like?
Oh my gosh. People don't believe that I'm my mom's daughter.
Yeah.
Like, my mom's also like very friendly. She talks to everyone. She'll be like, this is my daughter. And I'm like, but then people, like Chinese people or Asian people in the market will be like, what? Like,
really?
Yeah, because we don't look anything alike.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Oh wait, can I tell you a story?
Sure. Tell everyone.
Okay, I think my stories like paint me to be a really horrible child. I hope I grew out of that, but this is another like manipulative crying story.
Okay.
But so my mom told me this story like when I was very, very little, maybe like 4 or 5 years old. We were at a shopping mall, and I got mad at her for some reason, and I was like crying and crying and crying. And then a policeman walked by and like asked me, was like, is this your mother? Did she like kidnap you or something? Like the guard was like, what? Yeah, and like she was actually freaking out because she knew that like, because we look kind of different, or like Asian, she was like, oh my gosh, like, am I gonna go to jail for like kidnapping my own daughter or something? And so she tells me, she's like, Andrea, like, stop crying, like, they're gonna take me to jail.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened to me.
No, I think maybe you're just a nicer person.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching part 1 of this video. If you want to see more of Andi, click this video over here. It'll take you to her channel. Also, there's going to be a part 2 coming up, but before that, we're actually making another anime versus real life Death Note parody, and I'm going to get that one out before part 2 of this video, so make sure you watch that one when it comes out. Alright, thanks guys. See you in the next video. Bye.